What up, everybody? Welcome to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9, coming to you from the Battery, the home of the 2021 World Series champs, the Atlanta Braves. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What up?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Brad.
Happy New Year,
Daniel. Patrick.
Happy New Year, Dennis.
Happy New Year, Mama Yate. We got her in the house, all the way down here from Tennessee. She's sitting in. You can't see her, but she's sitting in watching.
Here. Mike, she says
do.
hello.
Yeah. Yep.
So how's everybody doing this morning?
Excellent.
Everybody was coming in hot this morning. All right,
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Waiting on you.
Yeah. Ran on me. Sorry. There was a little traffic.
It's okay. It
They're on
happens. It's
285.
Atlanta.
This is a new setup.
It's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I like it.
We don't got the desk.
This
We
is
got a
nice.
It's
lounge.
different. Usually you're like hearing yourself through the headphones. Now it's a little bit different.
Yeah. Coming in at 23 hot is relatable on multiple facets because, not only did we get here hot, but Mike's coming in, just changing things up, making improvements. I like the new setup, man, because I can just chill, sit back. I got my feet up right now on Mike's table. You can't see that, but I mean, it's way more comfortable. I couldn't put my feet up on the last table because that would have probably blown my quads out, but I can definitely do it here.
Patrick came in at the end. He was gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, I was going to hang out with Mama, but y'all talked me into getting in front of the mic, so.
Wait, no, Pat to put his feet on my
Yeah, I'm about to put him on your legs. Dude. We're about to just be, connected over here.
Just push me right out.
Just be in chill mode. Brad's over there all alone. Nobody in his way.
Yeah.
He's
I
chilling.
need lots of leg room.
Yeah.
Long legs.
Yeah, this is definitely nice. I
This
like
is
it.
awesome. Another year of the radio show, 2023.
Because this is like this is what it was before we came here to do it with microphones in our face. Because this
Just
is
sit
what
at
we used to be
home.
doing at
This is
home.
the living
you know,
room.
Just
Just sit at
chilling.
home.
Just chilling,
and
talking
the
on the
living
couch.
room.
Yeah.
Talk shit.
Everybody chilling, talking
So-
shit about sports.
Yeah, so much nicer. Man.
Yeah.
I can be my true self. I sit over and just play with my beard the whole show.
I'm not always getting yelled at to sit up straight at the table.
Yeah.
Mike scolding us all the time. Stop touching your face.
Nah,
Get your hands out of your nose, Dennis.
Sit up straight.
Yeah, happy New Year, everybody. Glad to have Mom in the booth with us today.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you got to come see what we do here. We love you to death.
Yeah.
Going back to Tennessee today. Thank you for coming down and visiting the baby.
She got to see, when we told her we were right across from the Braves stadium. She never really quite understood until she come down here and looked across the street, literally
Yeah.
right across the street.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Like, we weren't lying. We could throw a rock into the stadium if we wanted to.
Yeah.
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 Yater could. I don't know about me.
Oh, I could do it one
you got a
time
cannon.
and blow
Cannon.
my
Yeah.
shoulder completely out.
It's been so long, right?
Just telling the truth of
Yeah.
the matter,
Throwing a baseball around.
Yeah, you come off the ground off your knees, and I come, rotator cuff surgery, immediately.
Early.
Blew it out.
Well, Jesse couldn't be with us today because his daughter's getting baptized this morning. So
Aw.
bless him on doing that.
Yeah.
When he texted me and told me that, I told him I was going to baptize his jaws. So. That was my
did.
comment. So.
Bet you did.
All right. That's typical fashion.
That's
Typical
awesome.
fashion.
Oh, yeah. So,
Good stuff, though.
yeah.
That is good.
Shout out to Millie. Get her in there,
Yeah.
man.
Get her in there.
Get her in there. She's
Shout out to Millie. We'll see you next time, Jesse. Good luck today. Hopefully your family enjoys this event. So.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was my comment to him. I don't know how he took it
I'll
because he didn't
baptize
text
your
back.
jaw,
So
dude.
Yeah.
Right now.
He's used to it. I'm sure he's used to it with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
If he was sitting right
Typical.
here, I'd slide him right now.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
We-
a good
we-
setup now. We could do it, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have another chair.
So
You
you
can
know?
go to sleep right there.
Mike, we need a fifth phone.
Hell, I was wondering how we was going to get 5 in here. We got room for 2 more.
Yeah. Bring them all in.
We could have a gallery of people in here talking about sports.
Doing it.
End up in a Royal Rumble by the end of the
Right?
show.
I'm sick of you,
I'm sick of you and your team.
Yeah.
You know that? We're talking to the
Yes.
guys. Not
Yeah, we're getting ready, man.
yeah.
Say someone's going to kick you over here.
Getting bigger.
Yeah.
Hey, getting bigger in 23.
Yeah, this is going to be different. I like the setup, though. It's chill. I just got to
Yeah.
get used to it because I'm used to hearing myself, man.
Well, you can still hear yourself. It's just like real life.
It is like real life.
Yeah.
Just without
Instead of my
headphones.
imaginary land that I was in over there, right?
Absolutely.
It's kind of like those kids growing up to put the sunglasses in and talk because they don't want anybody to see them.
Yeah. These are
Start
your
doing that
invisible
during the show, the
glasses.
sunglasses.
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you got beats on and they're not working right now? So, y'all ready to get into this, man?
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's start with our shout outs. Are you or someone You know, in trouble with the law. Do you need your criminal record sealed? Do you want to get off of probation early? Do you have a personal injury case or even a speeding ticket? Do you need a will? If so, reach out to Tracy Tripp Hoffman at TT Attorney. You can reach her at 770-240-1014 or at tracy@tt-attorney.com. Brad, you got any?
I do. I was actually watching, you know how Facebook has the memories
Yes.
you know, you can look at your past posts and stuff. The post of Stuart Scott's speech when they gave him, was it the Man of the Year, Man of the Decade
the
speech,
ESPN.
right at the end of his battle with cancer. I just wanted to get him in there, man. Like,
Oh, I love that dude.
that man has some of my fondest childhood memories.
Yeah.
With Daniel sitting in front of the TV, watching ESPN, and it just brought back a lot for me. I'm kind of feeling a little bit emotional about it right now.
We love you, man.
But I don't know, it's one of those moments you never forget.
Do you think his speech during that time was more moving than
Jimmy V.
Jimmy
Jimmy
V's?
V's. I think it was right there with it because he brought,
Yeah.
you know, him and Jimmy V were like
It's
this.
like the
Well, that you
same
can
situ-
relate to
Yeah.
it better as you watch Stuart Scott.
Sure.
Grew up
'cause
with
we
him. You
grew up with
relate
him,
to it
yeah.
better.
Yeah.
And it's like almost the same situation, but not, right? It's like, man, he was awesome.
Yeah.
I
So,
loved him, man. I really did.
I wanted to get Stuart Scott in there because, you know,
Thank you.
he was a
Booyah.
he was a pioneer.
Booyah.
he was a pioneer for this sort of setup.
Yeah.
I mean, he's why guys like us want to do something of this nature.
Yeah.
You know. So get him in there, and then Mike back home because Mom's here. Y'all can't watch together right now, but she's here watching us. We love you. We miss you.
Daniel?
Sweet. Me and McFadden. Go ahead. I can hear the cheers, even though I can't hear them.
There they are. There they are.
They get
There
it
they
in there.
go. Me and McFadden. That's it. That's all the shout outs I got.
Okay. What about you, Patrick?
I guess I'll just shout out Tom Reed for smoking me in fantasy football. I'll take second place, but we'll give
Yes.
Tom Reed a shout out. Good
Hey,
season,
he was
Tom
down
Reed.
here on the list on the second page.
Dude,
You got him
Tom
in
Reed's
there quick.
always in there every year. Always at the top. Him and Driver both.
Yeah.
So I was glad I could sneak one of them in
Wait,
there.
someone correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he win it last year too?
It was him or Driver?
I said driver.
I gotta
could've
look
swore
back.
But
it was
I could've
driver.
swore-
if I'm not
it was-
mistaken, it might have been them two in the championship.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was driver, but
Yeah,
not
I think
involved.
so. Yeah.
Tom Reed.
Tom
told me-
Reed's always up there.
He told me
though.
Friday night he was bitter. He was like, "Yeah, I think Dennis needs to adjust his, his cumulative stats because you can go on there and see what you've done historically
Yeah.
or whatever." He was like, "Yeah, he doesn't have my first year when I won it all." Yeah,
Look, he said it. You didn't hear him.
yeah, I'm chilling, Mike. Yeah, I got it going on, man. Yeah. He said he was upset because you didn't have his first championship on there. Like, you need to adjust your stats.
Yeah,
man.
because I think the first year we did it was so janky because I just got out of the extension and pulled it together. We did the draft. I mean, we used to do the draft in the classroom in
Yeah,
phase two.
at the
at the
XD,
extension because we
yeah.
had nowhere else to go.
Right.
How times have changed. Right. So we'd have it at my house.
almost a decade, man.
Yeah.
For real.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I've only been in 2 years.
Sorry, Tom, if you're watching. I'm not adjusting. Shit. You never won,
Weird.
man. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
Your stats are what they are.
Yeah, they are what they are. There's no record of them. I don't know how because we've always been on ESPN.
Yeah.
Unless in his imagination he won something that I wasn't involved in.
Yeah, I mean, hell, it only has me playing for 2 seasons on there, I think.
But you did more, right? 3?
4.
Oh yeah, you did 4. Huh.
It don't because the first season I'm not on there then either.
I'll have to check that out.
It's all good.
I'll go back in the archives.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, check the
especially after
record
this
books,
year.
dude.
Yeah. What about you? This is your first year, man. You took second,
Second.
in our league.
Second year. I was
That's
in
the
there last
second
year.
year.
Were you in it last
Yeah.
year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember,
he
I had
wasn't-
McCaffrey first round.
Right.
Shit
Yeah,
the
'cause
fed.
he came in. I remember he came into the league talking he was just going to dominate the league.
Who? Patrick? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like? Second to last place? I'm
Yeah, he
kidding.
finished like.
I think I was in playoffs last year too, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so.
Who finished dead last this year in you guys' league?
Hello, Joe. It wasn't me, so we can go ahead and clear that up.
You were trying to get him in there,
He
huh?
was.
My
he
bad.
was close.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I beat
was
Joe.
close.
I beat Joe, and then got
I'm not
the
in
tie.
it, so
Who was it? Me, you, hello, Joe, and the
Right?
bottom 4.
Yeah, well, I played Joe this past week, so once I beat him, it put him all the way at the back.
But what I'm saying is, who was in the bottom 4? It was me, you, Hello, Joe, and
probably Plank or Jerome.
Oh no, it was Jerome. It was us 4.
Yeah,
it was bottom 4 because the top 8 make it.
Yeah,
dumbster fire this year.
So the official answer, just for clarity,
was Daniel Yater.
Oh, okay.
No way. Hey, listen. By far, the worst season I have ever.
Me too.
You had it tough this year, bud.
Oh man,
you did have it tough.
Me too.
And I would have put money on it going into it that I was going to finagle something, to just somehow, because that's what I do.
Listen,
I
still to this
Yeah.
day, even though it probably wouldn't have fanned out, still to this day, I look back at our draft and I'm still confused why you didn't take the quarterback you wanted and you drafted Prescott.
Because of the buys, because of the people I already had on.
He would have been out at the end of the season anyway. Lamar
I know.
Jackson.
Look, going forward, I'm adjusting everything.
Wasn't it you that had like 6 players in week 8 out?
Nine.
Yeah, okay.
I think I took an L that
He
week
tried to avoid
too.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I go into it watching that, and I'm just loving it when guys are taking all the same players from the same week. But, I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter because if you have one loss that week and you have nothing but studs, one loss really doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah, because you just put your backups in and just deal with the loss stuff.
Yeah, I know I'm going to lose, whatever it is, what it is. But next week, I'm going to tax your ass.
I've been doing fantasy a
It'll be for the rest of the season.
I've been playing fantasy a long time. I can't recall any league I've ever been in where someone's ran the table, gone undefeated in the fantasy football.
I have
season.
never been
I
in
don't
one
think I've
either.
ever
It's
seen
tough,
that. Oh
man.
yeah,
It's so
it's
tough
just
because-
so hit or
I've never
miss.
been
I
in
don't
one
think I've
either.
ever seen it.
Even when
Like-
I played, I don't know.
What I recently see is the number 1 seed always gets taken out too.
Yeah.
Except in Jerome's league, Maddie won it. She was 12-2, the number 1 seed.
Nice.
And she had a squad.
She got you, huh?
Remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I showed you the squad.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
She had a Monday night
Bengals
game.
Bills game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would have got me anyway. She had Burrow going and somebody else going. I think the kicker or something. Like, yeah, she would have had me.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
but
crazy.
she was
That's-
12-2, so she succeeded.
That's tough on winner
It's
take
tough
all
to be a
league.
number 1 seed and get hot. In the
She had
playoffs.
Diggs, too, I think. Didn't she?
She had Kels. She had a lot of people. She had Eckler. She had who's the other running back from Acre when he came back?
Oh, Cam
Yeah,
Akers.
yeah. At the end of the season,
when he was
big
tearing
season.
it up at the end of
Yeah.
the season.
Lindsay said Dennis is losing to a child.
Yeah. They said that. Jerome at home helping her.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot,
exactly.
Jerome.
Yeah, shout
Maybe
out
she knows her
Jerome.
stuff though.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
She's been playing for a while.
I got beat.
right.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll take that out.
That winner take all.
That's
league.
tough.
That is tough. I get mad
That's
every
super
time.
tough. Yeah.
I'm like, Jerome, can you change it up for us? Nope.
Nope.
Winner takes all. I'm like,
Yep.
it's so tough.
Yeah, Patrick. He's in the game. He's like, I know I'm getting money. So
Yeah.
ultimately,
Top
it
3 get paid. I'm in there.
doesn't- Yeah.
At least in
Right.
thirds, you get your money back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
I'm
like-
still trying to figure out how Rollins squeaked away a
Because
third
of
place
that game.
victory. Yeah, but
Yeah, because
I
how we had to
think,
call it on Monday and
I think
that Monday
Driver
game.
actually deserved number 3, but whatever.
Well, I mean, because he had Burrow. He could have put up 30, 35, 40 points.
He also had the kicker for Buffalo.
and the kicker.
He also could have got sacked right after that next play and been out the rest of the game.
That too.
You just never know.
We've seen that happen
The
before.
ifs. The ifs of
You just
fantasy
never know,
football.
dude.
He's playing for the
When's the last time you played?
It's
been a long time.
2013, 14. I don't think I've played since I've lived here.
2003. My bad. Just talking shit.
No, that was the inductee year, I believe, was 2003 was the first time I did fantasy. But yeah, I haven't done it in close to 10 years.
So you don't even do fantasy golf.
No, I don't do any. I don't do any fantasy sports.
So I only do the football. I tried basketball once before and ran a league. Never done baseball. Will never do
I
baseball.
will never do baseball either. It's
No,
too
it's too
much.
much,
It's
man.
not even
Every
too much. I
single
don't want to
day.
follow
Yeah.
players. I want to follow my team.
Yeah.
Because NFL, it turns into rooting for who I need to root for.
That's
at the
it. It
time.
takes the joy out of it. It does, too.
That's kind of why I quit doing it because, of course, as a Patriots fan, I was, we had a lot of high volume number
Yeah,
of players, and
of
so I
course.
would have quite a few. I'd pick up Brady, I'd have Gronk, I had Wes Welker.
So you was
and-
picking
Randy
your team.
Moss.
I mean, it was. I knew they were going to give me. They were going to yield me high points, and
Yeah.
I won my league that last year that I played, and I was like, I can't do this anymore because I'm having conflict.
Yep.
Like I'm cheering for guys that are facing my team. That seems so.
Because you're like, I
stupid
still
and-
want to win the game,
Yeah.
but please
Yeah,
score.
please score
Right.
because I need my fantasy team to win. But I'm cheering against my heart and soul here because my brain wants
Yeah.
to tell me win the league and look cool.
Or
you
it's
know?
like get blown out and come back so I could get more yards in the air.
Yeah, throw the
So
ball.
you're just
throw the ball,
throwing
throw the ball.
nonstop. Yeah.
Well, that drives my girl crazy too. We watching the game. Who are we rooting for? Well, I got 3 guys on this team. One guy here. She goes, so what do we? I'll be rooting for both teams. I don't like this. I want give me a team to root for.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I've never ventured into college football fantasy.
It's tough. I did it 1 year. That's a lot to keep up with.
Dude, that
too.
is nuts. The stats you get
Because
in
they
that
don't
league.
how I did
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They didn't do individual player. You had like the Arkansas Razorbacks whole run offense, or you had this whole team's passing offense or receiving core on this team. That's how I did it before. That was a little better because there's so many players.
So is
That's
there a
in
league that
college.
actually does the players?
I think
or
it was
no?
through ESPN or Yahoo, one of the two.
that do individual players.
They can,
Same
yeah,
as
there's
you do in
both.
NFL.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's
Can you
just so
imagine
many
the stats in
players.
that?
Man,
The points in that. 250 a week wins it or more.
Look, the wheels are
Are you
turning.
thinking about it?
The wheels
Yeah.
are turning.
You
I think
can't
it
do
might have been
in
on
college.
Yahoo.
I think I would smoke people in that.
Why are you gonna pick up Ohio State's whole receiver
No,
core?
dude. No, absolutely not, man. I'm digging deep in the trenches.
So I'm saying you got New Mexico State that has 600 yards of offense. So you grab them. There's just
Yeah.
so many options in college football for
I'm
fantasy.
to keep
I'm
up
getting
with.
Navy's rushing attack. You know what I mean? 600 yards a game, you know?
The running back
Y'all
or
are
even
like,
their quarterback.
Georgia Tech run game.
I took Alabama's. I'm like, every week
It's
I
based
got
on
you, bro.
numbers.
Yeah.
Based on numbers. You got.
Would it change the way you watch college football though?
Yes.
Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough.
Yeah. Why the hell are you pulling for Iowa State?
Why are
right
you
now?
watching the
What?
Tulane game right
Why are
now?
you pulling for Michigan because you got their running attack right
Evidently,
now?
you never met Brees
Ouch.
Hall, you know?
Yeah, it definitely changes the way you watch the game. That's why I've never ventured into baseball
Right?
and golf. I guess golf is kind of simple.
Golf's simple.
Yeah.
You only got a limited number of golfers, and you got a limited number of top tier guys you're going to take.
So in that quick question with that fantasy dude, did they involve the dudes that left for the other league?
DraftKings has its own live section, but I don't think ESPN Fantasy does. They do the PGA Tour.
So
deal,
you'd
but
only
I don't think
pick
they
out
do.
of them for that fantasy league.
Yeah, all those other dudes are gone. Majors, I don't know how they do it because those dudes are still able to play in some of the majors. So
But you better hope your guy in your league scores good, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to pick those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And that's
Different.
that just comes from DraftKings though. Like a regular league, you would just draft.
yeah,
A
you would draft
golfer and you would just keep
a
them all
roster.
year.
Yeah, that or trade drop or whatever you got
Oh
to do.
wow, it's interesting.
Same concept as football.
Patrick's out here sneak playing every kind of fantasy league.
Oh, dude, you
Oh,
see this
dude.
dude?
No, it's just
DraftKings
golf
No,
and
it's
football,
nonstop.
dude.
He's
It's
in
just
the
golf and
bathroom before
football.
we started the show
It's
talking
just-
about I
he's
did
like-
this
he's like,
today,
not
and I'm
me,
like, why
not
are
me.
you playing this in week 18? Because you don't know who's starting, who's going.
Who's gonna play a quarter?
Yeah, I'm telling you, ask him.
Yeah.
It gets him like what free money next year if you get enough stats. Or
Oh, I
whatever.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
Patrick's on that, man.
Yeah, you don't know who's gonna play.
Sending me
how long
screenshots
today.
every week of all the earnings he wins. Sometimes I'm like, dude, he goes in.
I never send him when I lose though, so he don't know how much I lose,
Exactly.
too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's the average lineups you put in?
Like,
Number
during a week? Oh, probably 100. But
God.
but the most expensive one I do is $1. I do a bunch of the quarter and 10-cent
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
on there, so it doesn't add up to much, really.
But 100, you just going
It's
in.
just playing. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah.
You never know if you
It's
hit
fun.
that thing.
Oh yeah, I've hit it a little bit, so it's
I
not
mean,
bad.
really hit it.
I won a few grand on one tournament on there off of $1. That's the biggest hit I've had.
Damn,
So over the course of a couple of years, I definitely ain't spent a few grand, so I'm still up, I would say.
nice.
Yeah.
A quarter here, a dollar here.
$1 there, $3 there, $5 if I'm feeling froggy.
$5 if I'm
Yeah.
feeling froggy.
Breaking the bank.
Not like he's dropping
you know.
500.
Dude, I
on
got
the
some
line
boys that were playing
and getting
$100
cracked.
lineups on there. Big money.
Yeah, big money.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
I've been on there
thousands of
before. There's
dollars.
thousands of dollars.
Oh
on
yeah, it's
lines.
crazy some of the shit these dudes do.
I would go ahead and have to ask Mike for a bigger couch in here because this is where I'd be living.
Yeah.
Lindsay would put
Hey,
me
paying
out.
half his rent or
Yeah.
his lease or whatever, right?
Look, Mike, we need to talk. Please.
Like I need your help right now, real quick.
Been ejected from the game of life.
right?
Yeah.
You can stay over there.
Yeah. I'm going to have to stay somewhere.
It's sad to see fantasy football go, man.
Yeah.
It's a very stressful and fun time of the year.
I know. No more
So-
inner office battles.
Me and you need to
Yeah.
work on some things for next year, man.
God.
God.
I mean, I'm changing everything next year.
Yeah, that was the worst year I've ever had in
Yeah.
fantasy. And it wasn't like I got smoked all the time. I was losing by
No, I mean, you-
point.
You were third, I think, in points scored.
That's the thing. I was just
But
getting
points
matchup.
allowed,
Yeah, it was
people were, it's like me. People were having
tearing
a
me
week
up.
of their lives when they played you, you know?
tearing me up. So I couldn't sneak in. I almost had it.
You had a lot of close losses too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made that trade at the end of the year. Not enough time to make
Waited
it
too
work.
late, dude.
I know. I wish I would have had it a week earlier. Would have helped.
It's all good, man. There's always next year.
I'm not going to say that. It's unacceptable. There's always next year, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to skip around first. I want to do this first part in the NFL, and then we'll get back to college football. You guys mind?
Not at all.
Good with that?
Do it.
All right, last Monday night, the NFL game between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals was stopped in the first quarter because of Damar Hamlin's collapsed on the field after taking a hit and went into cardiac arrest. Hamill was given CPR on the field and rushed to the hospital. Since then, he has made progress and is getting better. Our prayers and thoughts remain with him and his family. What are your guys' thoughts on Monday night's game? Anybody?
It was scary to see. I had never seen anything like that before watching a football game. Glad to know looks like he's going to be all right. They say he's neurologically intact. He's talking, FaceTime with players, family. So I think the main thing they're worried about right now is his lungs. Or so he had something going on with his lungs still. That's why he's still in ICU, as I was reading this morning. But it was scary as shit to see.
Yeah.
I never seen that.
What about you? Yeah, I'll go around the room.
I did not see it live. I had other things going on. But, I mean, ultimately, when you take the emotion out of it, this is something that you have to consider when you're playing a full contact sport, you know, that things like this do happen. So I try to not invest all of I mean, sure, I feel bad for the guy, but this is a risk you take. You know what I mean? It's just like NASCAR drivers. When you get into that car, you know what I mean? Like, sure, you don't want to see anybody die when they barrel roll a car 500 times down
And
Daytona
you're surprised how they
Speedway.
live, right?
Yeah,
How did he just
but at
walk
the
away
same
from
time,
that?
like, this is something you got to know going in. Thank God for the first responders
Saved his
that
life.
got out there to that man so quickly. I know for me, I actually have a personal experience with this due to my family because my cousin actually had a heart condition that they found at an early age with him. And if he would have continued to play football, who knows, you know, he could have taken a hit. And so my cousin actually it's called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. And it's where his muscle is a little too big for his heart. So it could actually like choke his heart out. And many athletes have actually collapsed on the field and died from that condition that they did not know they had until it was too late.
But like the first in the NFL for this to happen, though.
Sure.
Like we've heard or seen it in basketball.
And baseball, too. I was telling Mom and them last night, there was actually an instance. I can't tell you the pitcher. I can't tell you the batter. I can't tell you the teams even. But there was a batter who hit a ball straight into the pitcher's chest. And it just so happened that the heart at the exact time was on like the recoil
In-beat.
phase of the heart. And if it would have been on the
Outbeat.
then it would have exploded his heart immediately. That's the thing with sports is you just never freaking know, you know. I mean,
What's going on inside your
and it's not
body.
necessarily it could have been the brain, you know.
That's
get
what
hit
I
in the-
thought when it first happened. I said it's two things: heart attack or the brain.
Correct. The
Where they explode out of
embolism
nowhere.
or
aneurysm.
Yeah.
You're just doing whatever and poof, you're dead.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
know.
what?
Yeah, it could have been a freak accident. We were talking about this at dinner the other night. It could have been a freak accident. He could have had a heart attack before they walked into the field in the locker room before that game.
And
It
didn't
could have
even
just
know,
been
right?
Yeah,
Absolutely. So I mean, like I said, I'm not taking anything away from that. You know, prayers to Hamlin and his family and speedy recovery.
Yeah.
But what I always think about is why does it have to take something like this before awareness is brought? This should be things you're thinking of.
Yeah.
You know, that way you have a plan going in. Okay, if Joe Blow over here gets his neck just from a JBL clothesline during a game, what are you going to do? Thank God they have, you know, and thumbs down to the NFL because y'all can say what y'all want, but I absolutely know that they wanted to continue that game.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are trash for that.
Yeah, they should have canceled that game quicker than they
Immediately.
did. Yeah.
Immediately. If I die on my job site,
We're gonna shut that job site
and my
down,
guy
dude.
Zach
At
just
least the
continues
rest
to
of the
work.
day.
Yeah.
And, you know,
for
it's-
at least 16, right?
Well, at least the rest of the day.
You know what I mean? Like, no, listen,
But
y'all.
seriously, yeah.
Y'all just keep moving ladders
Yeah.
over my dead body and just continue to work.
We got
you
money
know,
to make, dude.
What?
Because at one point when I was watching it, Burrow was warming up again because in mine, they, you know, you didn't know, and then the coaches talked. Long story short, they canceled the
Props
game.
to Zach Taylor, Bengals
Yeah.
coach. Walked over. It's like, what do you want to do, Sean McDermott? I know
'cause this is your
this is
team.
y'all's decision.
Yeah,
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Seeing him walk across and do
that's
that.
just crazy. You know, and the announcers up there, the game should resume in 5. What?
Yeah.
5 minutes?
The thing that was the scariest for me was seeing how shook the players were.
Yeah.
Once
That's
you
when I
see,
knew
because
it was
those dudes see
serious.
injuries
Yeah.
and stuff like that every day. Once you see tears and these dudes start freaking out, you know something's wrong.
And that goes back to, like, I know when me and Brad were growing up, my father always used to say the fear of the unknown. You can see a man tear his ACL or his ankle's broken, but you can't see what's going
yep,
on internally.
absolutely.
You know, I can touch a stove and see a burn, but when you have something going on internally, you don't know. You know, so that's what I think gets that
Yeah, that was
emotional
scary.
response.
I really want to hear from you, man, from life experience,
It's
especially at a young age.
yeah. It was hard. It was hard because I can relate. It's you don't know when it could happen. I was at work,
Yeah.
working my normal day. Thought I had a little heartburn, and boom. What I'm glad for his situation was that the NFL had a program in place where they had emergency responders that were trained for those types of situations in not just one place. The way they're stationed is 4 stations around the field. They were talking about it this morning.
Yeah.
It's good that people think about these things because it can happen regardless if it's at an NFL level. I think there should be people like this at a junior pro level because some of these things are undetectable until it happens. I had a physical 2 weeks prior to my heart attack. Was fine. And 2 weeks later, drop out.
Yeah.
There were no signs of it. So in my case, I was lucky that I was 7 minutes away from a hospital and people got me there and reacted in a timely fashion, just as the first responders did when he dropped and they realized that it was something more than
He doesn't have a pulse.
unconscious. They,
Yeah.
oh crap, he was knocked, silly or whatever. So hats off to the NFL on their in place protocols, the way that they practice those things. And Hamlin, man, I know what it's like to recover from it. You're a pro athlete. I have no doubts you will recover. I hope that you get to chase your passion again. It's hard to talk about for me still to this day because I get out of the shower every morning and see that scar. It's life altering. It's life altering for friends and family to see it, to be there in the hospital with you. So, like I said, it's difficult for me to talk about. I'm struggling right now. But it is something that needs to be talked about because it's so undetectable. What can we do to further the education, the knowledge on reactions, the training, the preemptive things? How could they have detected that he had something going before then? That's what I would like to see.
Well, they're going to retrofit how they have everything, all their systems right now for emergency stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're going to have defibrillators everywhere now, easily more accessible and all that. I've saw something. They're going to start making a bunch of changes. They learned a lot from this. They did a great job. They still learned a lot from it and said they're going to change a bunch of stuff to make it even better if anything like this happens again.
All right. Well, listen, after that, we love you.
Take a
Love
break.
you.
We're going to take a break.
Yeah, take 5.
We're going to take 5. When we get back, we're going to get to some more of that. We're going to get to NCAA football, some more of the NFL. Who knows? Maybe we'll even talk about basketball today. You're listening to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9. We'll be right back. Back to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9. We'll put that behind this. Prayers go out.
Yeah.
We love you, Brad. Let's move on. It's a sad moment. It sucked to see it live.
No, it's joyous.
That's cool. Every
It's
NFL
joyous
team-
because he's here.
Yeah, he's definitely survived.
It's joyous.
Every NFL team is doing the blue around the 3 on the 30-yard
Yeah.
line on there.
Which was
Which
cool.
is cool to see.
And I was happy. Remember when you kept coming to me at work with the
Give you
text? Like I started
updates.
getting goosebumps because we can move forward now.
Yeah.
Because everybody can,
Yeah.
right? Because that was scary, man.
Yeah.
For the game, for everybody, and I'm glad he's going to make a recovery.
Yeah, it's the first time it's something like that's
you say,
happened,
Nate?
and
Hey, yeah, what'd you
I think
say,
it was a
man?
learning experience.
Yeah.
and the NFL will grow from it.
Absolutely. So looking ahead here, well, we don't have to look ahead. We can talk about
Show her
my
beauty to
game
everyone.
if we want.
So Mike's request is
But-
try to get your mom on camera.
Oh, that's
That Mike. Your Mike.
Lester.
You're Mike.
Yeah.
Mike Lester.
Mike Lester.
Mike
So-
wants mom to get in there. Come here, mom.
Come on, with the two boys. Just hop in there real quick.
Oh, you can get her on camera? Look, she's
Yeah,
Look,
she's
she's
here
here
now.
now. Here, Mike.
You're good. You're good.
Here's-
You just sit there and
back.
chill.
Sit back.
Get in there and tell them who you
Mama.
represent.
There
Look
she
at her.
is.
Look
She
at who
popped
you
in.
representing.
Tennessee Titans. Yeah. Go, boys.
See, I love it. It's just
Yeah.
so chill, right?
Yes.
Look at her.
Well, I'm
Tell
so
Mom.
excited just to be here, celebrate this moment.
I love it.
I just can't tell you. I've never done something like this, but I'm just so grateful that I'm here.
It's your 15 minutes of fame right now.
That's it. I don't want 15
Listen,
minutes.
how about that? Look at how
Mike
your
hi.
how your
Hi,
lives
Mike.
came full circle right now.
Yeah.
I get to enjoy this moment with you too. Even though half of the time I want to, slide you. But no, I'm serious. Look at this, man. This is awesome.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Thank you for coming today.
Thank
It's
you.
awesome.
I'm so glad that y'all were able
So
to
now
have me
you
on
get
here.
now you see what we get to do every second and fourth Sunday of the month.
This is very nice, and I'm glad for all of you.
This is a bunch of family and friends hanging out talking about sports, man. Some real life
Yeah.
experience stuff. She doesn't want to enjoy it.
Fine. You're just talking to us, just like all you do is
Just act like you're talking to us.
It's okay.
And then Yater could yell in the background
Yeah.
if he has to.
No, you come over here.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
yeah, because we're about to get into your stuff.
Yeah.
You
Thank
got
you.
in
Mama
there.
gets
We're about to
nervous.
get into
Mama
your
gets
stuff.
nervous.
We love you,
Everybody
Mama
give Mom-
Ye.
Everybody give Mama an applaud for stepping in there. Stepping in there. Good job, Mama. Good job.
Made me take my feet off Mike's table.
All right, you guys ready to get into some college football?
Let's talk it.
All right,
Let's talk it.
we want to talk about it, right?
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. The college football national championship game is set for tomorrow night. Number 1 Georgia will look to be the first team to repeat as national champions since Alabama did it back in 2011-2012 when they take on number 3 TCU tomorrow night. Georgia beat number 4 Ohio State in a thriller 42-41. I had written down 42-42. I have no idea what I was doing this morning.
Typos.
Ohio State missed a game-winning field goal that's time expired. That kicker sucks.
That's the
by
worst
way.
kick I've ever seen,
Worst
I
kick I've ever
think.
seen in my life.
don't suck.
TCU beat number 2
suck.
Michigan 51-45. TCU enters tomorrow night's game as an underdog. The line on this game as of this morning when I looked was 12.5 points. What are your thoughts on the playoffs? Personally, before y'all get in there, that was the best college football playoffs I've ever watched so far.
Yeah.
They got it right this year. I don't care what anybody says.
Agreed.
Alabama did not deserve to get in. They put the right teams in there because of what we got produced on the field. It was exciting. It was what I wanted to ever see in college football.
Yes.
Because we already know the first round of the playoffs, which is the only round of the playoffs, except the national championship game, has always been blowouts. They got it right this year.
Yeah. They were
Hooray.
great
We got
games.
one more year of this garbage. One more year of this
And then
garbage.
it's going to what, 8?
12.
12,
And then
that's
we
right.
finally get what we've always wanted for 150 years on this planet, in this country, a playoff system in college football. What do you guys start on the playoffs? P, you want to start? Yeah, I don't care. Somebody jump in there. Brad, jump in there.
Well, first off, condolences to the Ohio State because
Yeah.
they did not
Lose that game.
They did not lose that
Yeah.
game.
They didn't.
No, they didn't. They did not
The
deserve.
defense
to lose.
did.
Yes, agreed. 100% agreed. The way that Stroud was running around on their defense, he put up the highest numbers against their defense.
Oh, yeah.
For a
Points,
quarterback, as far as
yards.
rushing yards, everything against their defense. I think it jeopardizes Georgia going back to back because TCU is a different story. They're what's his name, Duggan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The MVP, remember,
yeah,
Yate? That's your MVP.
He's
for real.
He is capable of doing exactly what Stroud did and what nobody really had seen Stroud do from what I understood and saw. I mean, I don't follow Ohio State like Daniel does, of course, but I'm in complete agreement with you. I think the committee got it right this year. I think it was by far the best games as far as the first round of playoffs ever. Yeah. Ever. It was phenomenal to watch. And my team wasn't there. I think they would have probably gotten beat in those types of games just to be, I mean, I'm a transparent fan, and I don't think we're there yet. I think next year potentially, absolutely. I mean, go Vols. We got the Orange Bowl. Awesome. We beat Clemson. But I'm looking forward to this national championship. I think it may surprise some people. I think a lot of people, like you said, what is it, 12 and a half point spread.
It opened up at 14 and a half, I think. Yeah. Now it's down to 12 real quick. I'm like,
no, I think it'll be a 3 to 6 point game, and I think it'll come down to the wire.
The last two people were underdogs like that was one. Your Ohio State Buckeyes against the Miami Hurricanes when they won the national championship. And then there was another one. I can't remember the other one that ended up winning it. Oh, Oklahoma against Florida State when Stoops got his first at Oklahoma. Yeah. They were double digits underdogs and won it. So it's possible. What are your thoughts, Yate, man? Let us hear it from you, man.
I mean, you know.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there. I was in the house. It was very, very emotional game. The roller coaster went high. The roller coaster went low. You could literally feel the momentum change in the stadium as the game was going on. You know, I was there with one of my best friends, Crockett. It was a tough loss to lose like that. So I'm not taking anything away from Georgia. They won that game. You know, they made the plays that needed to be made when they needed to make them. You know, hats off to Kirby Smart calling that timeout when he ran that fake
greatest
punt.
play I've ever seen by a coach.
Yeah,
we'll never see something like that again.
Yeah, they did what needed to be done to get them to be able to play one more game. It was heartbreaking. You know, The issue I have is, on the field, you know, and in the stadium, Georgia's fans were completely classy. And after the game, as soon as I get home, you have the Georgia fans that I can't stand that immediately went to congrats on one of the best games ever played, which it was. Ohio State played A++ while Georgia played C. That's entirely incorrect. Georgia gave that game literally everything they had. Literally everything they had to beat us. Our offense did what it has done all year long.
Yeah.
Put up numbers. Our defense has been suspect all year long. We had multiple plays, you know, that could have went one way or the other. They didn't. Georgia won. They're going to the national championship. They earned it. You know what I mean? You cannot take anything away from that. But let's get real. We lost that game.
Yeah.
You guys did not win that game.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know, you won because of the score, sure, but we allowed you. We beat the hell out of y'all that whole game. You led for a total of roughly 2 minutes. Congrats. And, of course, it goes without saying, I am not pulling for y'all in the national championship. I hope your pants get beaten off of you by TCU.
I'm not bitter at all.
I'm just being honest. You know, there's no who's coming down the pipe. What Daniel are we getting today? It's the same Daniel. You know, I hope you get taxed. I hope Stetson, you know, maybe, you know, in his 9th year at Georgia.
Listen, they had that thing out where
he's the same age as Josh Allen.
Yeah,
same age. I didn't realize
5th year
that.
in NFL, 6th year in college. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What degree are you getting? I need to know.
You better have 3 by then.
Yeah, he's got 3 doctorates.
No, it's
you're on the same path as me, huh?
He's actually dude's doing something at the University of Georgia. Stetson, you know, he's getting
he's like an AJ McCarron.
No, he's getting longevity of years played degree.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the first.
He's gonna
ever.
open up
They
car
made him
dealerships
just
up there in
for
a few
him.
years.
Let's be honest, he's the Tom Brady of college football.
Yeah, they gave him.
No, he's not.
No. I'm talking about his longevity.
Oh, yeah,
not his
yeah, yeah.
record, not his.
I mean, I
status,
think that someone
his longevity.
I think someone had comment that he got over $1 million this year in NIL money.
Yeah.
Why not? He's getting paid now because he's not going to get paid in NFL.
Well,
He
he's
just
a
signed a
legend in Athens
contract.
too. Like I said, in 10 years, he's gonna have car dealerships up there, Bennett
Yeah.
Buick or Bennett Honda, something
Sure.
like that. Just that's what all those big guys do in
The
college.
Stanton House.
Yeah.
Burger.
Yeah.
Have a burger named after him in
Yeah, the
Athens.
Stetson
Go
House.
get you some, man.
He signed a 10-year, $30 million contract with Georgia to come back and play for him 10 more years. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But no, all jokes aside, first round
Yeah.
pick, no. He'll
No.
go. So he actually got ranked 34th after the season ended as far as ESPN's top 100
cool.
players.
All right.
So that shows you right there what they think of him. We had several guys
Like Jake
ahead
Fromm.
of him.
Just going to back people up.
Tennessee had a couple guys ahead of him. Alabama had several guys ahead of
Yeah.
him. That's the thing with Georgia. The thing with Georgia is they're coached well.
Yep.
Yes.
Kirby's the
Their
man.
players
And Junior got hurt.
Their
Changed the game.
Their players somehow, managed to put pieces together where they need to do, and which that's what the
That's
difference
how you
is
win
and
the
how you
game.
win
Yep.
championships. And that's why I said I'm not going to knock them.
Well,
Do-
you look at Alabama's strongest years, and it was when Kirby was there.
yeah.
Yeah, he's well
hell of a
coached on-
coach,
yeah.
hell of a
Yeah.
recruiter.
I mean, it's still Junior
They're
gets hurt.
calling them a dynasty already.
Junior gets hurt, man. If he doesn't get hurt, the game changes.
They're
Yeah.
calling them a dynasty. So
They're the powerhouse now. They've pushed Alabama to the side.
What is your thoughts, man?
I mean, I didn't have a dog in the fight. To me, the Ohio State Georgia game was a national championship
That's
game.
what I
to me.
said.
I think Georgia's going to smoke TCU. That's just my opinion. I think 12.5 is low. I think they're going to win by 3 touchdowns. I just think TCU's never been on this level, in this stage. I think they're just going to get smoked.
Can they pull off more magic?
TCU?
TCU
I think they
can.
used all their magic on Michigan.
I'll say this.
They should have never let Michigan. They were ahead. They should never even been that close of a game.
No.
Yeah, they were blowing
Ever.
Michigan
They were
out.
blowing them
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
They can't. You do that to Georgia, you ain't gonna win.
All right, Ohio. They're built similar to Ohio State. as far-
TCU.
Yeah.
Georgia's O line is my big thing. They're gonna throw them boys. They're huge. They're gonna throw them boys around, and Georgia's gonna run the ball. They're gonna load the box, and Stetson's gonna start airing it out over them.
So funny thing you say that because whenever
And they did
Georgia,
the same thing with Ohio State and failed.
when Georgia came to the field, I FaceTimed Brent Henson where he could see his squad pull up. You know what I mean? Because that's the kind of friend I am. Georgia fans, just so you know, I FaceTimed one of your own so they could witness what I just witnessed with my own squad. Georgia's team, dude,
It's huge.
are
Monsters.
massive.
Yeah, those are
When
big
I
O
say
boys.
we watched my team, we watched my Buckeyes come off the bus first, and whenever I walked over to Georgia's buses and seen them get off, I was like, holy shit.
These are grown ass men.
I was like, these dudes
I
Was
love
it big
it.
number 99 that picked the boy up like he was a child? Like he picked that man up like he was a child and just held him
Jalen
there.
Carter?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
held him there.
He
Like,
got ranked the second best player by ESPN 100.
I think
Jalen
TCU's
Carter
going to
did.
have some nerves. I think Georgia's going to show up ready to roll, and they're just going to do it.
Yeah, now who do I think's going to win? Georgia. I do.
I think it'll start
Who do you
off
think's
a little
gonna win?
slow.
TCU by 3.
They're going to pull away, Georgia.
Ooh, and you got Georgia.
And the
Am I the tiebreaker? Am I about to tie it up here?
The only reason I say that is not because I'm a Georgia hater. It's because I'm a firm believer in the size of a heart. Ironic we speak about heart matters this week, but I am a firm believer in it's the size of the heart of the warrior.
I'm going to roll with you. TCU wins.
By how much? 55 to
55
10.
to 10. So disrespectful,
Look,
though.
TCU's offense ranked number 7.
I just
Yeah,
want
and their
that. I
defense
just
is
wanted to
19.
have I want it to be a good game, and like you said, I think Georgia's defense was exposed by coming for a high-powered offense, which they didn't see all year, except Tennessee. And I mean, home field advantage there. We're at a neutral site again.
Yeah.
So I think TCU could come in and put up some points on them.
When they almost broke Marvin Harrison Jr.'s neck right in front
Why
of
did
me.
Junior get
like,
hurt,
that was
man?
right in front of me.
Why
you
did
know?
Junior get hurt?
I don't know, but I mean,
He was
we
tearing
were.
it up.
My boy Rocket was standing beside me the whole time, just screaming, "It's the same damn play! It's the same play!" And I was like, "Yeah, and it's working every
Every time, keep it going.
Well, I felt bad for you because you kept texting me like, "Was that
Oh,
targeting?
yeah, that's a whole
Was that
nother thing.
first down?" Because you
Yeah.
couldn't see
Let
it in
me-
the stadium. I was like, "Yes,"
Let me ask you, Mike,
because you're at the stadium all the time.
During the Falcons games, if there's a questionable call, do y'all get the replay on the Halo? During the
weren't doing that.
during the semifinal game, the Brock Bowers where he went out of bounds on the fourth
That was
down
the first
and they
down.
called it over to turnover on
Yeah,
downs.
yeah.
We did not get to see it on the Halo. That targeting call against Marvin Harrison Jr. We did not get to see it on the Halo.
That's
all
messed
the
up.
questionable calls. So I was texting Dennis the whole game. Hey, so what's this one going to look like? You know, because I was up there just right in the middle of Bulldogs, Ohio State fans.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, so you can't
And I was
stay
like,
argue your
no,
own
I was
point
like,
there.
it wasn't targeting. It was a clean hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a first down. There was another one you texted me about a fumble or something like that, or
Illegal forward pass.
I wonder why they weren't
Yeah.
showing the controversial stuff on the.
I don't
the
know.
they
questionable
do that in
calls.
baseball. They don't show you the replays.
It literally went to like commercials, and I was like,
NFL, they do is you hear the
Yeah.
fans start booing quick
Yeah.
or cheering quick. Yeah.
It was just mind blowing because you're there. You know what I mean? Like, why would they not show you?
That's
what's going
weird,
on?
especially
Yeah.
that big of a game.
Yeah. Now, yeah, when they took Marvin Harrison Jr. out like that, oh my God, I bet them people thought I needed psychiatric help up there in the stands.
Were you going
I
nuts?
come unglued
I bet he did.
because they had done. Listen,
That was a clean
Say
hit,
what you
bro.
want, but they had done
He
the same
whopped
thing
him.
to Jamison Williams last year.
Yep.
For Alabama, they
Well,
put
they were,
him out.
They were
early.
talking about that like last year. Georgia,
Really?
Alabama player
Yeah.
got hurt, and then go this year. Ohio State's #1 player gets hurt. Sound like they're taking people out to win it, dude.
Yeah, Bountygate, man. Sign, might as well.
They're
Y'all
gonna
might
end
as
up
well
like
bring
the-
in
they're gonna
Sean
end up
Payton.
like
Yeah.
I was about to say they're going to end up like the Saints. So
Yeah.
careful.
Bring him in, cheating some.
You see, Jim's under investigation at Michigan. He's gone.
Hey, speaking of Sean Payton,
Oh yeah,
He's under investigation. He's gone.
yeah.
He gonna be in
got
NFL
some sanctions.
next year.
They got some sanctions up there, but they're not saying how serious they are yet.
They said level 1.
Really?
Yep. I saw it this morning. He's gone. Get out now, like Pete Carroll.
Where's he gonna go?
I don't know, dude. The Broncos were thinking about it, even though Payton's coming in. The Cowboys, if they don't survive the
Colts.
playoffs, you got the Colts.
Colts,
You got
yeah.
a couple other teams would take him,
Damn.
Pittsburgh was talking about maybe getting rid of Tomlin.
which they're idiots if they do that.
Yeah, Tomlin's one of the best.
best ever, but-
coaches ever.
yeah.
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 I mean, dude, he's
that
got
dude,
winning
he
season.
turns kids into men.
He leaves Pittsburgh, he'll get
Yeah.
a job. He'll take Belichick's job at New England.
Yeah.
So good luck, Georgia. Good luck, TCU. It sucks the game's on Monday night, but we understand why it's always on Monday night.
Because the NFL is
The NFL
God.
owns football. They
Uh-huh.
are God. They own Sunday, then Saturday.
Yeah.
They own
Thursday,
whatever night they
Monday.
want. Thursday,
Monday,
Christmas.
Yeah.
Easter.
They took the NBA over for Christmas.
Oh, they killed the
NBA wasn't
NBA
happy.
ratings
took
on
them over.
Christmas.
They've always had higher numbers, but this time it was
landed on
3
Christmas,
times,
yeah.
3 times the amount of viewers.
Well, the
3
NBA
times.
usually has Christmas Day. It just happened NFL fell on a Sunday.
12.6
Flag
million
Day.
to 3.1 million
Columbus Day.
on average on each game.
Martin
That's
Martin Luther
crazy.
King Day.
Let's go to the NFL. We like the NFL. All right. The NFL has decided not to replay that game that we talked about. This sets up a situation where most likely the AFC Championship game will be played at a neutral site. There's going to be coin flips involved. There's going to be all kinds of weird stuff involved. I mean, the Bengals are pissed. They may become the first, if they win today, division winners to not have home field advantage in the first round of the
First
wild card
ever.
because of not replaying that game. So that's crazy.
It's a lot of first evers. It's a trickle down effect. It's the first
I
time.
don't like it. Sorry, Mike, I don't like
I don't like it.
I'm just kidding.
He hasn't had his morning snack. He's
Sorry.
just trying to eat it.
Where was I? The Kansas City Chiefs locked up the #1 seat last night, blowing out the Raiders. Which, in sense, if Buffalo beats Cincinnati in that game and wins out, they have the #1 seat. But because of the one less game, Kansas City locks up the #1 seat.
Yeah. So the only
That sucks because Buffalo lost last year.
So is it if the Bengals win, they will not, no matter what, no matter any situation, they will not be able to play a home game during the playoffs? Or
No,
is
I
it
think if
just
they
the first,
win, I
like-
think they do get that home. I have to wait.
I think do the Bills have to lose too though
Or the Bills have to lose or something like that.
for the home field stuff?
Because Bills will have the second seed. They got to win today against the Patriots.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
Let's
weird
hope
stuff
It's a lot of
going
weird
on
stuff. It
Yeah.
always is
Yes.
this time of the year there.
because of that.
Saw a stat though about Patrick Mahomes. He's played in 9 AFC playoff games. Every single one's been at Arrowhead.
Yep.
7-2. That's tough. It gets home field every single year.
And that's why that kind of was weird with me because Buffalo had it locked up because they beat them in the regular season.
Yep.
They went out. They find you got to go to Buffalo play in January. Have fun.
Have fun.
That's Miami back in the
Cold.
90s.
It's cold in Buffalo.
Right? They could never get to a Super Bowl because of that.
Yeah.
That kind of tweaked me the wrong
But I mean,
way.
in fairness, Arrowhead is known to have cold conditions.
They
Yeah.
do, yes. But Buffalo's wicked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
And
completely
it-
different.
some of those games you could say against Buffalo, Kansas City, it was the home field advantage. Like they changed the rules because of that game last year.
Yeah.
Like now it's you get extra possessions if a touchdown scored now in the postseason.
Which they should have, because that game was one of the best
NFL games.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen
That was
in
a
long
great
time.
game.
So that's what we're looking at. Tennessee lost last night to Jacksonville. Sorry, guys. Jacksonville wins the division, goes to the playoffs. Tennessee's eliminated. The Eagles got to win to lock up the number 1 seed. If they lose, Dallas could either get it or San Francisco.
Yeah, San Fran. Yeah.
If San Francisco wins and Eagles lose, whatever. Giants are sitting their starters, so Hurts is going to start. Hopefully they win. You know, either that. I'd hate to see Dallas get the number 1 seed. But San Francisco's nice to play in. Why not? Let's go out there and play in warm weather.
Yeah.
Instead of playing in Philly, right? It's cold. So the
Plus
Patriots need to win,
Yeah.
and they're in.
Yeah.
They play the Buffalo Bills today. Good luck.
Ultimately, football's over.
It's an
Good luck,
emotional
brother.
football
Oh,
game.
watch your mouth. Watch
But
your
to
mouth.
end it, and we'll talk about the NFL. The Atlanta Falcons are 6-10 on the season. They're eliminated, but they play the Tampa Bay Bucks to take out the season this year for a draft.
And they're
pick.
favored.
Yes, because
They
of Tampa
are.
Bay. And
4.5.
Mike's gonna go ahead.
Well, it's
and
because
sit
Brady
there
ain't
and
even going to play.
They won last week. Tell them they won last week.
4.5 Falcons. Kick
Listen,
their
Tom
ass.
needs to play. He
Yeah.
sucks this year.
This will be his last game.
Tom,
The great
yes,
he
it's-
in last game.
What's his
It's like
first
they're in the
losing
playoffs.
season? This is his first losing season ever.
He still made the postseason.
Ever.
Yeah, they made the
Yeah,
postseason.
and he still made the postseason, but
Everybody's got to lose sometime.
Tom can go thumb.
What do you guys think about the whole scenario situation? What?
Falcons. Desmond can do something Matty Ice didn't do, Mariota didn't do. None of them beat Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, today?
Yeah, he could.
I like it.
Desi Ritter. Let's go.
So what do you guys think? For you start.
But what? NFL
NFL.
postseason?
Yeah.
My favorites, I don't know. Bills are so good.
I said it earlier they were going to win it all.
I think
this
the Bills are going to win it all. And if not, yeah, it's going to be the
We were
Bills.
talking about it in one of the first
Sorry, your
shows we
Patriots
had.
are screwed today, bud,
No,
I think.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're screwed.
year. That KC flipped, though. I don't know. But the neutral site's going to be weird this year.
Jalen Hurts is a stud. Philly's looking the best I've seen Philly look since like the McNabb era.
But
They're going to collapse.
that's what I'm saying, because Hurts was hurt. They couldn't win 2 games, and this is the third to get in.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they get their magic back. We'll see. They get a good running team. That's what you need in the postseason.
San
If
Fran
Al-
finna snake
Oh,
that
dude,
warrior
San
right in
Fran's
there, dude.
nice.
If Al is by
Purdy.
chance watching, I wonder if now's a good time. I've told him when Jalen came to the Eagles that was the future.
Yeah,
of
he
his
said,
program.
"No, he ain't."
No, he fought me for 3
Nobody
years.
Couldn't
believed
stay in
it,
the
man.
pick.
I know,
Would've.
but I saw
I
it.
didn't.
I saw it.
I mean, you didn't. Did
Oh, I'm
you?
telling you right now, next year, if Jalen Hurts is on the board, I'm taking him as my quarterback in fantasy. I'm telling you straight up right now.
Didn't
So you
Tom
better
have him
go
this year?
before me.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Al, I told
You
you.
said that
so.
about Lamar Jackson and changed your
I
mind,
just
so I'm
wanted
gonna
to
be
get that in
there
there.
and make sure I remind you about this. Don't change your mind. 'Cause
Yes,
you're
sir.
convinced.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Paul.
What is your thoughts, man? Your thoughts. Give me your thoughts about the NFL, man.
I
He's
mean,
already-
it
How you
doesn't
gonna
matter.
lose 7
He already said
straight?
the season's over.
How are you
my
gonna
squad
lose
is
7
out.
straight?
My squad is out, dude. So
7 straight.
Let's get serious here.
You were 7-3.
Mahomes owns Josh Allen, so he's going to take Josh Allen down through there. The Bills ain't going to the Super Bowl. Neither is the Eagles. I like San Francisco and the Jaguars
You think Brock Purdy
In
going
the
to take
Super
him?
Bowl?
in the Super Bowl.
The
The
Brock
Jaguars
Purdy's
are
gonna
getting
take
hot
him
right at
there?
the right time. It's kind of weird.
Brock
you
Purdy's
got-
going to take him there?
Hey, you got Cartersville owned going to the Super Bowl.
Listen,
Mr.
man.
Carterville is
Mr. Irrelevant going to
Ultimately,
the
I
Super
just-
Bowl?
Yeah, I blurted something out. I don't care. The Titans are out. Derrick Henry's going to be gone after next year, dude. You know,
He's such a
we're,
freak.
We're cruising
He's
down.
such a freak.
I'm
Y'all need
sick
a
of
quarterback.
it.
Y'all can't
Ohio
throw.
State lost. The Tennessee Titans are out of the playoff hunt. You know, I mean, let's go.
Life's
Spring
just going in the
training.
shitter,
Let's
dude.
go Braves. Let's go Braves.
I knew I'd get him to go off, Mike.
Yes.
I was waiting. That's why I kept going to you, pushing you. Like, I knew you were going to go off. Yes.
Ah, it's over.
Yes. As you still get to enjoy the playoffs. though.
yeah,
Look,
it's
it'll be
exciting
fun.
football.
What do you think, Brad?
bad.
Your team's still in it.
Yeah, we're still
hope they
in
get
it.
beat, but you're still in it.
of
For a
course.
few more hours.
Yeah, as always. As always, I'm a realistic. Hang on, real quick, Patrick. Yeah, I just wanted that on camera. My bad. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to my guys getting this experience. By no stretch do I think we have a chance for longevity in the postseason.
Yeah.
I think Mac needs this experience going forward.
Is he the future?
Or is Zappy the future?
I think that's what's in question right now, is if he is the future of our system.
Gotcha.
I'm not certain of it. I'm not sold on him yet. I had every hope for him based off of what he did at Alabama because it was a similar system. I figured he would come into it seamlessly, but it hasn't took the way that I expected.
I think part of it's y'all's offensive coordinator,
Agreed.
play calling.
Well, you just lost him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm just
Coach
saying.
of the Raiders now.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot
for
to do with it.
years.
Yeah. Our defense is still dominant,
Is, yes.
but of course it is because Bill Belichick's always been a defensive-minded
He's always
coach.
going to have his hand on it.
Yeah. I'm staying tried and true with my original start of the season prediction as I did. I called the Bills. I just think it's their year.
Who goes into NFC? 3.
Who's starting in his place?
I don't know. I didn't look into that. He's a 2-year starter.
That's the third string.
That's okay. Yeah, wait, because he was backup. This is his second year. Though.
Mike, you're wild. Mike just texted me and said, I hate to say this, but if the Bills win the Super Bowl, the NFL is officially rigged.
It can't be. They weren't. That's like when
Not
the
our Mike.
Patriots
Yeah,
won it in
Mom's-
9/11.
Just for clarification, Mom's Mike.
It's
texted
like,
me,
yeah, I
not
know.
our-
It's
not-
like,
not our
listen,
Mike.
that's like when the Patriots won it the year in 9/11. Come on, man.
It doesn't matter, dude.
It doesn't matter.
You've cursed them now.
The Bills? Good, then the
Yeah.
Eagles will win. Go Philly.
How are they going to win if they're not in the game, brother?
Listen, how is the Giants going to win again and come all the way from the wild card?
Hey, they could.
What about that
They're being
scenario?
sneaky,
Danny
dude.
Jones,
Danny
Danny
Dimes.
Dimes.
The Eagles will win 21-21.
Yeah.
He
Or
got
maybe
you
even
there.
42 to 42.
42-42.
Maybe they'll
I
win
was just trying
55
to
to
split
10.
it in half.
That's your
I just
score.
tried to
Huh?
split it in
That's your
half.
score.
I'm going to catch that score one day.
Right.
55 to 10.
Look, good luck.
Put big money
I'm
on
gonna
it.
catch that score one day.
What time you got, man?
It's time to
Listen,
wrap
we
this
got
up.
got
Get
some
outta
notables,
here.
right?
McFadden got
Listen,
it for the
fantasy
game.
football, congratulations to Tom Reed on winning our league this year. Patrick Waite came in second. Jesse, I'm with Jack your Jaw Rollins in third. The Kentucky starts the season 10-5, getting blown out by Alabama yesterday. The NBA is on their way. The Hawks are 18-21.
Hawks suck.
The Lakers are 19-21. Listen, we're out. Check us out in 2 weeks. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, WickWalk, whatever you want to do.
Follow us home.
We're bringing MySpace back.
Yeah, we're back on MySpace again. We're taking it all the way back through there. You're listening to the Penalty Box Radio, brought to you by Power 108.9. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Deuces.
Hey, you just closed your eyes and started vibing.
Yeah.